right, welcome back. It's part 2. I'm so excited to continue on this little fun project. If you didn't get all of these projects in, go back and watch last week's video, and even better, I'll leave it in the description box and I'll tag it in the comments. But listen, we're getting prepared. Mother's Day is coming up, birthdays are coming up, and you know what? This is a great getting your girlfriends together, getting your kids together, and just crafting and making amazing items that honestly didn't cost me a lot of money. So here's part 2. Let's finish it up tonight. So it all starts with fabric. In my case, I bought some from Hobby Lobby, but honestly, if you have a fabric stash, this is the perfect project for you. And you're gonna take whatever fabric that you want, and you're gonna kind of make a patchwork look on these little dishes. Now, I originally made similar dishes to these over on Amazon Live, and I was watching Instagram one day, and Anna from Rooted Living off of Instagram, I'll share her information down in the description box. She shared her little project, and it was so cute. And I almost kind of like hers better than I like mine, but listen, I'm gonna leave her information and give her a follow. Now, all you're gonna do is you're gonna cut some little squares, about 1 inch by 1 inch. They don't have to be super particular, but I didn't even use all of this fabric that I cut up. So once you get some fabric together, you're gonna get some Mod Podge. I'm using the fabric Mod Podge that I had on hand. I have like every Mod Podge you can think of. But listen, I got a set of these really cute heart dishes from Amazon a while ago, and I will leave the link down below where you can get the same ones. Now, it's so simple. You're just gonna Mod Podge the fabric on, guys. Very, very easily. So you're gonna have a good time with this and just enjoy this process. I feel like whenever we're doing crafts like this, it's just very relaxing for me, and it's just really good for your nervous system. I don't know about you guys, but I've been learning more and more about my nervous system lately, and crafting is really a great help with that. It's just my opinion. I am not a medical licensed anything, but for me, it helps me. So I'm coming from the point of view of how it helps me. But I love these little dishes because we're not only going to Mod Podge the fabric on and add a little bit of embellishment, we're also going to add some resin. And guys, it's really easy to add resin to these dishes. I'm going to show you how easy it is on this video. But as you can see, I am not doing it any certain way. The only thing that I'm being very careful of is that we're not taking the fabric up and above that beaded border of my dishes. Now, if you get these from Amazon, I want to say you can get like a 10 pack for around $30. So once you get this done, it's going to be, you're going to want to probably let it dry overnight, because you're just going to, or either dry it with a fan or a like hair dryer. It can dry pretty fast. I personally let it dry overnight, and you'll see the transformation because I have different nails in the next clip. So, and different jewelry. If you like my little bracelets, I got them from my friends from J. Barker, and I'll list that down below. They make amazing, like really fine jewelry. It's just so nice. But once you get all the fabric on, I really feel like if I'd used more contrasting fabrics, that would have been a lot of fun too. But guys, after you let this dry, it's gonna come out very clear. So do you see what I'm talking about? And if you didn't want to add anything else, you wouldn't have to, but we're gonna add a little pen. This is acrylic marker. I would recommend a Posca pen, but I couldn't find it at this point. It was not in the right spots of all places. Big shocker, Julie, but I have been trying to be more organized. So we're just gonna put these and kind of give it like a patchwork look. This is what Anna did. And so the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna get some of this resin that I pick up from Amazon. This is an all-in-one resin. I know that typically resin comes in 2 parts, but you're gonna start on the outer edge and work your way in so that we can just put a nice thin layer. Now, this is not where I stop with the decor on this particular piece. The next thing I did was I have all these like inspirational quotes, like encouraging quotes that I use for my scrapbooking and journaling. And I thought, wouldn't it be nice to have like some inspirational quotes for who you're going to give this dish for? Or maybe just a good reminder that to encourage someone along the way. So what I did is I took my favorite quotes. I got this little book off of Amazon. I'll leave that down below as well. And we're just going to cut it and put it on some cardstock so that it will really anchor itself in the resin. So keep in mind, the resin is not dry yet. So you want to do this when the resin is not dry, because you got to have a place to put it. And then we're going to just simply place it kind of strategically in the resin. So as you can see, it's still wet. We haven't cured it yet. And another thing that you could do is you could have cured it and then added another step and layer of resin, but I just didn't want to waste the resin, so I kind of did it on my own. I think I add one more quote because I was like, okay, I need an odd number. So once you put them on there, you're going to kind of sink them down a little bit so that they're completely covered. And you're going to get out one of two things. Now, one of the things that I had on hand originally when I started using resin was just one of those, you know how you put your hands under the light at the nail salon? I bought one of those. But you can also get one that is kind of like a chargeable one that I'll leave the links to both, and you can decide which one you want. I have a little heat gun, but a small dryer will work as well. And as you can see, I'm just putting it underneath that nail heat, whatever thing, the UV resin light. And isn't that beautiful? And now if you wanted to, you could take a gold pen and you could go around the edges of the dish as well. But this is the second dish that we're doing. Again, same dish. And you can use smaller dishes. Think smaller, bigger. Maybe you find some dishes at the Dollar Tree or even out thrifting. I feel like clear dishes would be really pretty for this particular project as well. So you're just going to take some Mod Podge, and I had some dried flowers that I purchased from Amazon quite a while ago. So we're just going to use what we have on hand. And then we're just going to start adding some dried flowers. So I put a layer of resin on the bottom, and then we're going to kind of layer some some Mod Podge on top of these dried flowers as well. So just kind of create a little scenery. Do whatever you want. If you wanted to use maybe paper flowers, they sell those at Hobby Lobby, and I use those as well. And those are a little bit more of a 3D look, so you just need to keep in mind that you're going to use a lot of resin. So here is a nice, really pretty big flower with a bold look, and I just loved it. You could just leave it at this, but of course Julie has to do more, right? And so you want to be really careful, get a good paintbrush to go over those little dried flower petals because they are a little delicate. And then we're going to let this dry. And once we let this dry, after we do that, then we're going to add resin just like we did to the other project. But this again would be the perfect Mother's Day present or a little gift to give to grandma or to aunts, to anybody, to mom. I just feel like this would be such a fun one to do with the kids because they can have a lot of fun with like making it all come together. I think it would be fun to even have your kids paint a picture or draw a picture in like little small pictures and maybe even decoupage those onto a dish and then put resin over them. That would be such a sweet memory as well to use. But again, have fun with it and add as many flowers or as little as you want. When you get this done, you're just going to add another layer of the Mod Podge on top, and that's what it looks like after it's dried. And if you want to take it another step, you can get this resin. Again, it's the all-in-one. We're going to do it the same way as we did the little patchwork quilt one, and we're going to add our resin as well, and we're just going to add just enough to cover this. Now, the resin that I use here, it comes in a 3-pack, so you get 3 bottles for around $12 or $13, which I think is pretty good. I use this for the keychains we're going to show you how to use here in a moment. But again, you'll get several projects done with these if you don't want to have to mess with mixing resin. I just feel like it's just simpler that way. Again, this is the little blue stick. It's just like a plastic kind of popsicle stick that I'm using. It's made for resin, and there's a whole resin kit that you can purchase that I purchased and everything off of my Amazon storefront. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to just bake it underneath that light as well. So if I did mention this earlier, this little heat gun will help get rid of some of the air bubbles. I pretty much had it on low here, And sometimes you get air bubbles regardless, but for me, it's still a beautiful project. This little lamp will come apart from the base, and so that's what I did there. And I cured it a few times, so just to make sure it was nice and cured. Now I did get a few bubbles, but that's okay. The last thing we're going to do to this is we're going to add a little bit of aging to it. I love a good gold rub and buff, and so if you don't have this in your stash, you should get it. You can pick it up at your local craft store like Hobby Lobby, even Walmart I believe sells this, but I'll link it down below as well. I got a little carried away because I had a little clump here and then I got it on the dish, but listen, it turned out so pretty and I feel like it gave it a little bit more of a dimension and look. You could also use a gold paint pen if you wanted to, but again, I just really had fun with this project and it is so fun to do. Now I want to also show you another option that you can do. I have this little dish that we made over on Amazon Live and I wanted to finish it up. So these are some just little like sauce dishes that I purchased from Amazon. Again, check Dollar Tree, check your thrift store. You don't have to purchase them for a lot of money, but you can get little sets of these at Amazon or Walmart. And I just kind of bejeweled them. So what did we do here? We added the little flowers, dried flowers at the beginning, added resin. As you can see in the middle, I even added some of these flat back pearls. I bought these pearls from Hobby Lobby, but you could also get them from places like Amazon as well. I love these little Q-tips that are pointed and I just use them. This little tool that I'm using is really super helpful. It's like a bedazzling tool that's really helpful, and I'm going to show you how to use it again here. Now, these are some keychains again. I got all this stuff before Christmas and I had every intention of showing you guys how to use these projects, right? And that little glass dish is one of the projects I did get done before Christmas, and you saw it in a previous video. I'll link it here. But what we're going to do is we're going to use this gem tack. We just used it on the last project, but we're going to put a little bit of it on this little like paper scrap that I have. I like to use the scraps instead of getting out something new. So what I wanted to do here, I wanted to go with this little checkerboard theme. And on the white spots of this, I just painted on some of that glue. And then I use my little bedazzling tool here. It's basically just that pinpoint is wax and it will pick up the beads for you and let you put them on the little keychain. So this was a lot of fun. And then I flip over the metal part and then you can kind of move over the little beads. Now, if this isn't your thing, that's okay. It's almost kind of like diamond painting. Who has tried diamond painting? Tell me in the comments below. Should I try it? Is it worth my time? I know it's super popular right now, just as much as sewing and needlepoint. It's just, I love this new surge of crafting. So basically, here you go. It's a quick, easy, I wish I could work this fast, but I just wanted to add a little bit of bedazzlement to this little keychain. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take some little charms that I got from Hobby Lobby. This was a pack that was on clearance, and this is super easy. You're going to take a jump ring, and I had it in this little kit here, and we're going to add it to the little loop. Now you can do this and add this to so many different projects that are so popular right now. All you're going to do is add it to the little loop, and then you're going to close the jump ring right there. So guys, it's super easy to add a little bit of bling or charm. And then I want to show you how you can take one of these little pearlized bows, and I'm going to show you how to put this on a longer like pen. So you're going to get these little pens. I had to use a couple of the pearls. We're going to put those on first. And then we're going to add one of the bows. Now, this could be used for an earring, but I'm going to show you how to bend the wire so that you can make it a charm. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your round nose pliers and you're going to bend over once, and then you're going to bend over again. And then you're going to bend and you're going to wrap it around the base. So I don't know, I'm gonna do this again in this project, so you're gonna see it again, but this is gonna be how you're gonna be able to make a little loop with any type of beads. Here's a little fun fact about Julie that you may not know. In the early 2000s, I made jewelry. And so I've made jewelry before here on Julie's Reads Boutique, the YouTube channel. But this is how you're going to add a little bit of bling and some really fun embellishments. And guys, when you get these like little beads and everything for like half price at Hobby Lobby, it's really a very minimal cost to be able to add like this, like embellishments. So I have one of these clear keychains. Again, I got these at Hobby Lobby, and I had some of these flat back bows I had purchased earlier in the year from Amazon. And if you're not watching me on Amazon Live, you might want to follow me over there. So if you love things like diamond painting, this is going to be very relaxing to you. So all I did was I just thought, I'm just going to bedazzle this and see what it looks like. And it's just a fun, relaxing thing to do. And honestly, if you went to a boutique and you bought one of these, it would be quite expensive, right? And so you would pay probably 10 bucks for a keychain. So why not make your own, right? And so I added some resin, and we're just going to add a little bit of clear resin on top of this and make it a little bit more solid. And then we're going to cure it under the light. And you've got a beautiful little keychain. It's pretty simple and pretty easy to do. And again, this would be a great stocking stuffer, a little, if you had a shower you were giving somebody and you needed a little like, what it's called, a little like present to give to people, this would be great too. I even bedazzled the back of it. I really don't think I needed to in the end, but if you want to do both sides, especially if it's clear, it's good to go. And then I just added a little bit more resin and we just cured that as well. Now, here's another one. You can take little keychains that I got from Hobby Lobby. You're going to always want to take off the film off of these keychains first. So take that film off. I usually take at least one side off, the side that I'm working on, and then we're going to take these little round, little cold transfer stickers, just like we did in the last video. So if you like this, you're going to love last week's video if you didn't watch it. So make sure you watch it. You're going to remove the transfer off of the little backing, and I did the front and back of this particular project. I always find taking more of the back off first is more a little bit easier to remove it. Now keep in mind, once you get it on here, it's not going anywhere. It just isn't. So I take my little kind of like brandishing tool. I'm not a scraper. I don't know what you call these. But and then you're just going to take off the backing and you have a cute little keychain. As you can see, I was putting on a charm, and I want to kind of go back and do a slow version of this process. So you're going to take one of these little long jewelry pens, and they have like a little head at the bottom. And so we added a few of the little pearls that we had, and then you're going to take this needle nose plier, they're rounded. You're going to bend the wire once, you're going to bend it back over, making this little curve. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change hands. I'm going to grab the needle nose pliers, regular pliers there, and I'm just simply going to wrap it around the base of that loop. And this is how you're going to create that charm. I just wanted to kind of give you a slow down version so that you would understand it. I think I forgot to video that or something, but this is the same process. Add a jump ring and you're gonna put it on your keychain. Isn't she beautiful? And it just adds a little something to your project that I just love, and you can't get anywhere else. Hope I've inspired you to try something a little different. So what did we learn last week? I showed you how to make these adorable bookmarks. These were so much fun to make. And guys, the possibilities are endless when you add little charms. We made that little box, and like tonight I showed you how to add charms onto things. You're going to do it the same way. We also made these amazing glasses that you won't want to put in the dishwasher, but you'll want to wash by hand, but they are fabulous. Tonight we learned how to do these keychains, so sweet. And you know what? Have fun with it. And these little dishes, my goodness, these will be perfect for any type of gift, a gift for Mother's Day, a gift for a birthday, or just a gift because, you know? So guys, if you loved tonight's video, if you want to see more videos like this that kind of craft outside the box, number one, leave me a flower emoji in the comments. Let me know which project was your favorite, which project from last week was your favorite, and make sure you keep watching because I have a few more really cool projects coming up that you're not going to want to miss. Something having to do with sewing is coming up, so I can't wait to see you then. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.